Good evening, everybody, and welcome to ATA Attack the Apex GP2 division. We're at round number 7. Yeah, round number 7 of the championship here at the Canadian Grand Prix. My name is Mr. Michaels, and this time I'm joined by Craig Senna. So, good evening to you, Craig. I tried not to sound too surprised, Craig, but you were absent last week. I had to do it all by myself. But you're here tonight, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. I'm really impressed with the amount of people that turned up tonight, so hopefully it's going to be a cracking race tonight.
Indeed, we had a very interesting race in Monaco last week. Obviously, if you haven't watched that already, then go onto the YouTube channel. I can now say that, it's brilliant. You can now go onto the YouTube channel because it's on there, it's on ATA Gaming. I mean, obviously, if you found this video, then go to the one previously. But yes, that race was quite intriguing. But the thing is with that race, it had one feature that you're going to get this week. And that is the new spectator cam.
Hooray!
Yay! So you'll see what we mean, because you'll see the difference very clearly. So with this new update that F1 have brought, as you can see, look, 18 drivers is brilliant. And you can look, you can see it's a brand new sort of heads-up display here. So you can do the fastest lap, the leader, also what tyres people are on. So currently fitted. So as I can see Joran is on the Super Soft, and Baz has gone onto the Super Soft as well. So look, you can see what tyres they're on. Plus, you can see the lap data of everyone in it. It's brilliant, absolutely amazing. But anyway, as I said, last week's race was won by now championship leader Flood Lions. Master Krog came home in second place after a interesting race by himself. Picked up the fastest lap and pole position, so he got 20 points, which is pretty good. Voltaire was third. Gravedigger got fourth after Frantique very nicely gave up his position because of the contact that them two made, which is very rare to see, and that's something I will applaud on from Frantique, so thank you for that. So he came home fifth, with Manny GB, Joan and then Hobo rounded up the points. So after all is said and done, it means that Flood Lions has now a 22-point lead over his nearest rival, which is Frantique, and they have another 13-point lead over Gravedigger, who's now in third place. So early days in the championship yet, but yeah, as I've said with the points, it's Flood Lions, Frantique and Gravedigger seem to be at the front. But as I said, long way to go, Craig. Do you see anybody else that could push themselves into this title fight?
I think Master Krog could, because you can tell that he's got the pace. It's just been unlucky some races. So if you have somebody's DNFs, he could be right up there. I think Skyline and a couple of others. I just think some people have just been unlucky, and there's still a long way to go. We've got another 13, 14 races to go, and there's still a long way to go yet. But we know now who the front 4, 5, 6 people are now.
And I've just seen, I was on board with Frantique actually. I was saying he was one of the title rivals. He's just spun it in the second chicane, the end of the first sector. So he's still got time in qualifying, but he needs to get back in the groove. But as I said, he had a shaky sort of race in Monaco, and he needs to sort of get it back together.
And also, what we also must say as well, this is the first time we get to see the cars in the new liveries as well.
Indeed, Jake Piper is the first one to set a lap. This is absolutely brilliant as it comes up. 13.6 is the lap here. Do you see anybody in the 12s, maybe in the 11s from any of these guys?
Probably going to see the likes of Frantique, Flood Lions and Krog is in 12. Saying that, I think Patel's has done a 112. Is that what happened?
111.4. 111.4 has just gone
quickest.
Wow.
That's the marker already down.
Indeed, that's a good start.
Skyline's just done a 112.7, puts him... Oh, it must have been a disallowed lap. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll tell you another driver that's really impressed me at the most, has gone third. And that is that Matty G in the Williams.
Matty
He's
GB,
really
yeah.
impressed me these last few races.
Well, he picked up a podium in Spain in third place. He's actually, considering he's paired up with a more experienced teammate of HRG, he is actually only a single point behind him, despite having 2 less races, because he obviously joined after round, yeah, I think he joined in Bahrain. I mean, obviously we didn't do Russia, so that's obviously taken into account. But yeah, he's impressed me as well. We do have 3 new drivers with us, hence why we have an 18 driver grid, which is absolutely fantastic to see. That is Honey Badger, who is in the Haas, Guy Cunnington, who is in the Mercedes, and Jake Piper, who has joined the Sauber team. So new drivers here today, and we'll see what they can do in their first race. Hopefully stay clean, stay out of trouble, and we'll see them future on.
I'm still overwhelmed with this new spectator mode, trying to read everybody's data and everything. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can find somebody that's on a lap. Fast part time, by the way. I need to mention. Oh, there we go. I was just about to mention the thing he's been banging on all week ever since he's got it. Fast part time's on a wheel, and he's just outbraked himself into the hairpin. He may have been letting his teammate through, but yes, fast part time is on a wheel. We know, Dom. Okay, we know. Let's see what you can do with it. I mean, I've got a wheel. I haven't used it yet. That sums me up.
Why have you not used it?
I'm still practicing. I'm still nowhere near at the pace as I want it to be. I'm still about 3 seconds off. Right, so there you go, Craig. Obviously he's got his
my food's just arrived. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Right, let's on board with Bossman. And he's currently best is on the 15.0. Let's see if he finishes his lap here. No, he's going to dive into the pits. So let's see. Matty GB is on a lap. Goes into the first sector. He's actually gone second on an 11.6. So yeah, he's right up there in the pace with Bultel, who still is on pole position on 11.4. Still quite a few people to go. Honey Badger goes 4th on a 12.4. Well, that is a good little jump up from him. Of course, the one thing about today is what me and Craig are going to say in the race is penalties and corner cutting, because unfortunately this this track, I mean, the rules are put onto strict, and the league as such is if you get any penalty from anyone, if you get any penalty, then you will be keeping it. So you might have a few people with a few penalties as Matty GB goes into the pits. There's Honey Badger, 4th place for him. Good start from him. Jake Piper in the Sauber. Let's see whether he finishes his lap. It's going, no, it's an out lap anyway. So he stays 5th. Master Krog sets a 14.3, but it's still corner cuts. Basically, anybody outside the top 10 still have done corner cutting laps. It's definitely going to be one of those that is going to be there. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to look at some messages. And let's have a look. Fast part time is on an out lap. As you can see, it does come up on the left-hand side of the screen that there is. We've got 4 minutes left in quali still. Nothing from Floodlines and Frantic. Well, they've set laps, but they've been invalidated for some reason. Well, we know what the reason is. It's corner cutting. So yeah, they are still yet to post a time. Bultel is currently fastest on an 11.4. As Jake Piper, let's have a look at this as he goes. We now go on board with the new Sauber driver, so I'll be looking at him very keenly. Hobo Jenkins, and unfortunately he's got some... Oh, it's Sauber! No, he's out! He is out! Jake Piper's gone. I don't know what happened there. He just swerved to the left, and he is out of qualifying. He's lost a wheel as well. That was, weird. I don't know what on earth has happened there. Just as we were on board with him, he swerved to the left as Balltail goes even faster with an 11.0. So good stuff from him, nearly into the 110s. But geez, I don't know what was going on with Jake Piper there. Just swerved to the left and sort of hit the wall on the left-hand side, and then swung back across, and the wheel is gone. So he will make no improvements on his time as Master Krog. Obviously, the guy in relatively good form. Obviously, got his second place from Monaco last time out. Let's see what he can do. Going to come up to the newly revitalized, I would say, chicane in this year's game, and every time we go on board with a lap, he's there now. As Bart has now retired. Where has he done that? No, he's I think he's retired in the pits actually, because it says. Right, we need to get on board with Frantique and Floodlines, who are both on laps right now with 2 minutes to go, and they're absolutely nowhere near in qualifying. These are the top two in the championship, and Floodlines has got into... Oh, that might be another corner cut. I'm not sure. It goes across the line. It's an 11.1, but no, it did not count. It did not count at all. So Floodlines, well, he's got enough to do two more laps, but both these drivers are in serious trouble of qualifying outside the top 10. So we have two retirees. Are we going to have any more in the race? Oh, Frantique has completely missed the chicane. So that's that lap done, and will that not count his next one? Because sometimes that does do that. So, well, these two are in trouble. Bugtail is in the pits. So that is it. Baz has gone to 7th on the super soft tyres. He's actually the only one that stayed there. A little bit of lag for Floodlines. He's got Lamikins in front of him. He's going to have the DRS. Is Lamikins going to stay in front? He is. This is going to be all a bit troublesome here. They're both going to the chicane. I think they're both on laps. And Floodlines has just got through. But did that... He went sideways out of the chicane. Did that actually work? It's not going to be pole. It's an 11.8, and no, it did not count again. So that's him. I think he's gone. I think he's completely gone as Frantique now. Well, Floodlines is going to be outside the top 10, and that is a complete disaster for qualifying. Lamikins was sort of in his way, but I think Kins was on a lap himself, as Frantique is going to come towards the last corner now through the chicane. He's done that quite cleanly, but it's nowhere near pole. Where is this going to put him? No, it doesn't. There's a 13.6. It's right. Again invalidated. As Craig back. Craig is back. Well, both Frantique and Floodlines, every single one of their laps were invalidated, so they are outside the top 10, well outside the top 10.
Wow.
HLG
was second.
Yeah, Matty GP gone second. Bulltail's an 11.0. And I think is going to be pole unless somebody else comes flying through. Matty GP retires. I think he's just gone into the pits to retire that. So yeah, wow, the championship top two. Frantique 16th, Floodlines 17th. We're on time to have a full lobby, isn't it? As Johan is going to finish up his lap. Baz is 9th, as I said. Gravedigger is... Well, Gravedigger as well, 14th. And Ryan 15th.
15th. Wow.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hell of a race. Well, good figure. Thank God this track is good at good.
No, Gravedigger's on the lap. Gravedigger's on the lap. Where's this going to put him? It's nowhere near pole, but it's a 12. No, it didn't count. Again. Wow.
Wow. And look at Guy Cunningham, the new guy. He's in 3rd. Frantique's up to 4th now.
Oh, Frantique did go 4th. I completely missed
that.
Yeah,
he's up to 4th.
He must have literally just scraped over the line to do another lap. I believe that is the end of qualifying, as the two AI cars just completely knocked into each other. But as you said, Guy Cunnington on his debut, third place. That's good in the Mercedes.
Great, yeah, brilliant.
In fact, the Mercedes first and third in this qualifying. So good stuff from them.
Wow.
Botel 6/10 quicker than anybody else, but well, Floodline's got an 11-1, but it was corner cut, so wow. I definitely think we're going to see. I definitely think we're going to see a lot of penalties in this race. Let's hope for a clean one as well, with 18 drivers here.
I feel it'll be clean, but this has always been a track that is so easy to get a corner cut.
So easy to crash with the Wall of Champions as well.
Oh yes. I think Hobo's got connection problems. He keeps coming in and out.
Yeah. I think we're going to have 17, unfortunately, but yeah, that is a dramatic qualifying session. Unfortunately, we didn't really, because there were so many drivers to keep on looking at, I didn't really get to see a lap, because every time I did, they dived into the pits. So, but Botel, with an 11-0, I believe that is his first pole this season. And completely commanding stuff. But Manny GB into second in the Williams would be very chuffed with that, as will HLG, the team owner, although it has been out-qualified. Guy Cunnington third in the Mercedes. Frantic does get a lap eventually in fourth. Mastercog 5th, HLG 6th, Honey Badger on his debut 7th, Bossman 8th, Joe 9th, Baz 10th, Jake in 11th, then it's Lamikins, fast part-time on his wheel, Gravedigger, Skyline, Floodlines, and Hobo Jenkins, and I believe Bart disconnected as well, so we may only have 16 for this.
Still going to be a good amount of cars though, and to see Floodlines and Ryan.
And it's even better. It's even better.
Oh, don't tell me, is it raining?
It's full wet weather race.
Oh,
my god. Well, there you go. We have a dramatic qualifying in which the two championship leaders are way outside the top 10, and they've got to come through the field in full wet.
Full weather. I hope it dries out.
Well, the one thing which this new spectator thing does not give is what the weather's going to be like. So we're still in the run, as somebody has readied up. Guy Cunnington has readied up. I did say not to in the chat. Here we go. Let's hope everyone is still there. I think everyone's going to be there, but they're going to be quite annoying because it's getting your setup ready. So with the rain, what is your prediction? Does that throw everything? Does Botel have the same pace in the wet than he did in the dry?
I have to be a gambling man to predict who's going to win this race at the moment.
Right, so let's have a go at 5 lights for the Canadian Grand Prix. And the lights out of the way we go. We are all here, but everyone's so slow off the line. And Botel has got straight into the leader. That's a Force India that's gone and mistimed his brakes completely. Oh my goodness me. He's taken out Botel, and it's caused absolute carnage in the midfield. Oh my god, that's not going to be good at all. And and there's a Williams into the side. HLG is gone.
HLG man's out. And the toes on the grass. Everybody's going off on the grass. Very good. This is absolute carnage.
This is what I feared. With so many drivers here, that people weren't used to it, and full wet conditions was completely thrown everyone. But it all started from the Force India. I don't know if it was mistime of brakes or anything. I don't know who that Force India was. I'm afraid that it might be. Well, it was Frantique actually. It must be Frantique. Yeah,
it's got to be Frantique.
And that is on Botel, who I believe they are good friends, and that completely started off a chain reaction. That unfortunately.
What I've seen there, sadly say, Frantique's surely going to get a penalty or something from that.
Well, we're going to leave that to.
Big collision.
Yeah, we've got to leave that to the end of the race. But Botel's got to sort of recover his position. He's going on the outside of Master. You can't see a thing. with the spray. It's ridiculous, but they're going to go side by side into the chicane. Can he be done? Yes, he does. Good move through the end as a Sauber goes straight off through the chicane. But because of the carnage straight up, we've got Matty GB leading with Guy Cunnington in second. They've profited from the carnage at the start. Baz has pitted, as has Part-Time, as has Bossman. So 3 casualties, and obviously HRG, you got to feel for him as well. I mean, he's quite good in the wet, and he would have loved these conditions, and I don't know what happened there. He sort of lagged into the wall on the left through turn 3, and he is out of the race. And that is very unfortunate, as Craig is now left. Right. Okay. Why has several people left now? We're not restarting, please. Please, no. I think Ryan has left the session. Guy Cunnington has actually got into the lead. Hang on, guys. Oh, why? Why? Why we... No! Oh my goodness me, why? Right, apologies guys, I think a restart has been called to the race. That is unfortunate. I did not, apart from the crash at the start, I did not see anything wrong, but League Host has taken to a restart, so we're going to have to restart the lobby. Bear with us, guys. I'm very much questioning this. I'm very much questioning this. That was nothing.
You know why they restarted it?
No, what is going on?
Well, I
had a lobby with Ryan.
But...
Why is he restarting?
Might be a lot of lag or something.
Apart from the general sort of stuff, there wasn't really anything. No, apart from the crash at the start. He's not restarting it because of the crash at the start. Surely not.
I'm gonna go into their party and ask.
Ask why, yeah. As Craig does that, again, I apologise, everyone, but obviously the league host has taken to the decision of restarting the lobby. Obviously, we will have our answers when Craig comes back to us. But yeah, that was a bit of a shame, actually, especially for Matty GB. He was leading the race with Guy Cunnington, so they will feel very much aggrieved to not be in that position, because it may not be raining in the race, because it seems to me it's going to be a complete restart of the lobby. So obviously the conditions are going to be kept on dynamic. So unless Ryan is putting a dry start and a wet race or something, but anyway. I'm going to have to invite him again. Yes, I do. Okay. Here comes back our investigator. Connecting to the party, which by the way has taken a long time. There we go.
Right, I have asked. The reason is apparently a lot of people have lag starts and a few people have some lag spikes. And yeah, that's why they're restarting.
Okay. Remember ticking your box, please.
Yeah, that's why there was a lot of carnage at the start, because some people were off the line and some
Right.
people weren't.
I would question that, but okay.
Because apparently some cars were upside down because the lag started, lag spikes. On
Upside
people's
down?
screens and all that. Yeah. It looked on our screen, but apparently it looked completely different in the race. People racing.
It's again to that question of we have so many drivers in this that it becomes unstable.
Yeah, it's a shame because Matty G at the lead.
Matty GB and Guy Cunnington, as I was saying, they had a good start. They're going to be feel very much aggrieved of that. But yes, let's get a restart in. I've got messages flying at me, left, right, and centre, which I absolutely love when I'm streaming. But I got to see them, so. But hopefully we can get everybody back in.
I just need 4 more people in, then we'll be back to 18. Hopefully everybody can do the restart.
I know, that's the unfortunate thing with restarts. I did think, when everything was finally sorted, we would have no more restarts, but you know. Because restart is the worst, most nightmarish thing, because it makes this look embarrassing.
Yep. To be fair,
happens.
we haven't had a restart for a little while, have we? So it's been alright.
Lag happens. That's all I'm going to say about it. Lag happens.
Yeah, but I think it's
You know,
destroyed a
just
lot of
carry on
people's
from there.
wings and all that as well.
Let's hope everyone can get back in. Where is everyone?
Who are we missing?
Good thing is... Right, if I go through my friends in the list, can you say whether they're in the lobby or not?
Yep.
I can't go through... Baz, is he in?
No.
Okay. Right. Part-time's in. Guy Cunnington's in. Honey Badger's in. Yeah, they're both in. Boss Man, yeah.
Oh, they're
Rantique.
qualified again.
Is Rantique in?
No.
Okay. Joran's in. Another thing with restarts I really do not like. I'm going to spectate. You can't, Brooklyn, you really can't. Right, is everyone in? Has to be everyone.
Only got 13 drivers at the moment.
This is again the greatest thing. Why aren't they joining?
I don't know if they're probably joining or some can't do the restart.
Hang on a sec. Where's Joe in the F1 chat? Jesus. on, guys. Why aren't they joining? Honeybad, yeah, Honeybad is in. Antique. Why are you not joining?
Look, the Frantique's in now, so we're back at 14.
So who we're missing from this? About 2 minutes. Hobo! Right, there's Baz. They're not doing... Okay. Craig. Craig. And now Craig's not speaking. This is brilliant. Oh, Lord. Craig. Alright then. Again, apologies guys for this wait, but we will get a race underway. We'll get one done for tonight. Craig, you there? No, obviously not. Okay. And he's left by. Brilliant. Okay. Why is everything falling apart? Craig? And he's having trouble connecting, which is brilliant. Right, so as my co-commentator has a few problems, it seems, we're going to get this underway, and it seems we're going to have no qualifying. So obviously that's been discussed, and it's going to be a random grid, so this could be absolutely anything. Yeah, let's see what Craig can do. Maybe we're just going to by ourselves here. Right, so I'm just going to put the party to joinable until he does, and we're going to get this race underway. So this is going to be a completely random grid. So obviously they've discussed about this. They don't want to do qualifying again, and we're now just doing a 50% race. So this could be great. I think the conditions are going to be set to wet again. So Brake centers left. Okay. Yes, it is a full wet start. So let's see what the grid's going to be. Boltel is first. Okay. Actually, I think it has. I think it has done the grid. Oh, Guy Cunnington's ready it up again. Oh my word. There we go. Right, so there's... Alright, so we're going to get ready for this race now. We're going to get one straight and underway. And yeah, it's set the grid again. So there we go. So lights out. And away they go. So take 2 of this race. Let's get going. And let's hope we can have a clean start into turn 1. And to go flying up on the inside. Mate, GB! No! He's made contact with Boltel and he's hit his teammate. Oh my god. Yet another start line incident at the start of this race. And that's how we can get... It's ridiculous. The spray is going flying into this next chicane. And both Mercedes have passed Matty GB into third place. And his teammate, Mike Cunnington, has flown into Boltel. Boltel's getting hit by everything is bumper cars. Oh, ridiculous. And now Matty GB, I can't keep up. I need to compose myself here. As is now battling with both Mercedes, and Cunnington has gone wide, and he is off into the chicane. Got Frantic and Krog right behind. There's a bit of lag going on. The connection is not the best, it must be said. As oh, there's a guy Cunnington. Whoa! He's completely mistimed his brakes, and he is off into the hairpin, and Frantic has got into second place. And now you've got HLG has gone into third, so that restart for HLG has worked very nicely for him. And he get it stopped into the chicane. Yes, he does, as they go through the final chicane for the first time. Craig is having problems massively. Let's join his party. What is going on with you? Everything falling apart. It's falling apart in this race as well. As the midfield is absolutely chock-a-block. So Boltel leads the race. The 2 Williams are side by side. This spray is starting to get ridiculous. Let's have a look here. Oh, the 2 Mercedes make 2 Williams make contact. And it looks like Master Krog is there, and he's got Matty GB on the inside of him, and Matty GB gets through. Craig, are you in?
I'm here, but I'm frozen. What is happening tonight?
Oh dear, you're having real problems by the looks of it. I don't know what's going on with your internet. It's just completely dropped. As bad as this is, whoa, that was a little bit rude on HLG. So the 2 Williams are side by side. In comes Ryan in the Haas. In Ryan, why don't you? And you've got Gradiger watching everything. I'm trying to keep on the TV pod as much as I can because the spray is absolutely ridiculous. Amazingly, Craig, even though they set no qualifying, the grid set itself again. The same grid. So,
wow.
And we're still here as Krog is looking up at the inside of the Williams of HLG, and Gradiger's in the pits. He's obviously got some damage from somewhere. Boltel sets the fastest lap as the timing goes a little bit skew with. As Ryan is up on the inside of HLG, and Matty going straight across the grass, overtakes the pair of them. These wet conditions are not favouring any of these guys here. Probably the restart has thrown quite a few of the people as well. And Ryan and HLG going side by side through the second chicane. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. And they're slowing each other down as Matty is going on the outside of HLG. Can he get it round in time? HLG gives him the room. Joan is watching the pair of them, and HLG just stays in front into 5th. All over the place. Right. Let's take stock. So Boltel is leading this race with Frantic in second. Obviously, the restart helped Frantic massively because he managed to stay in after his missed time of brakes. But he's second. Baz is in third in the Red Bull. Beautiful stuff. Frog is in fourth place. So Red Bull's third and fourth, Craig. So they're doing good for you.
That's great to hear.
That's great. Skyline in the Haas is fifth. KHLG in sixth. Bulltail sits the fastest lap at 24.6. Time's a lot more slower now. Everybody's still riding. Hobo Jenkins unfortunately has lagged out. Craig, you win. Can you see?
I'm hoping I'm on the nose. I've only got the track so far. There's something going on with Tony's tonight. It's never right.
I think it's your internet, because I'm fine.
I've been fine all day.
Swallow your food. Mouthful. Right, so let's have a look at this. We've got Bossman who's right behind John, slipping and sliding through the chicane. There's a yellow flag and set to 1. I don't think there's anything. Guy Cunnington's down in 13th place, so that restart has not helped him. He's way down.
But it's working for me. I want to see Red Bull battle.
The Red Bull's battling. Oh, yeah, half a second between them. Baz ahead of Krog. They're already, already 8 seconds behind. What's happened to fast part time? He's in the pits. Yeah, by the looks of it. Yeah, not enjoying these conditions at all. Master Krog is going to have... Oh, that camera angle was terrible. Never mind. It switches to 1. Can he get onto the inside into the final chicane? The spray from the TV broadcast is absolutely ridiculous. You can't see a thing. So I have to keep to the TV pod. So Baz stays in front for now. Matty GB has gone down a place. He's still behind 7th, keeping a watchful eye on his teammate and Skyline. I do, of all the people that restart, I mean, obviously there was a lot of lag by the sounds of it. So cars upside down is a major thing that shouldn't be happening. So the lobby was restart for a good reason, but Matty GB was leading. Yellow flags. Dom is off. Dom is off into the wall. He's definitely not liking this, is he?
No, he didn't want to ride tonight either.
Yeah, Dom's a lap down. And, well, he's still... I guess he can gap points, but he's a lap down already. No safety car as HLG makes a massive mistake in the chicane. And he's actually letting Matty GB through. He understands that Matty is quicker at this point, so lets him through. So he's there. Frog, meantime, still right behind Baz. I can't find a way through. They're already 10 seconds behind the top 2, who are flying away. Bulltail ahead of Frantique. I must say as well, Floodlines is still down in 14th place, not doing anything that much. Gravedigger's in 12th. Gravedigger's 12th, so...
Well, then Skyline's done pretty well. He's qualified right down the bottom as well.
Yeah, so he's up into 5th. But not a bit of contact as well. But, yeah, let's have a look at the, see what we can have. Not telemetry, not data, no. Position change, there's the position change. So Baz has gone up 7 places, Skyline's gone up 9. Guy Cunnington, they're gone down 10 places as Master Krog looks a little bit more faster. He's up on the inside of Baz. Can he get through? Baz gets in the room.
Yeah, nice,
yes, he's through. There we go. Krog moves into third place. So you can now see if you can do anything about the top 2 as Dom has now retired on the race, a lap down. So as I said, Guy Cunnington losing 10 places from the start. Guy Cunnington, Floodlines and Hobo have made a stop. So that's why Floodlines is that far back. He's already made a stop.
This has worked out really well for Frantic for the championship. In second is championship rivals right down in 14th place.
Indeed. As you can see, fastest lap, Bulltail 24.6. Definitely the fastest guy on the track at the moment. Bossman's fastest lap was a 41.7. Interestingly, although I think it only counts in validated, so he might have a few penalties behind himself. Let's go back to tyre. As Gravedigger has retired. Gravedigger has retired. Where's he done that? That is in. Where on earth has he done that? That's that could be quite interesting. He's done that before the final chicane. So Gravedigger is out. HG has pitted as well in all of that. I don't know whether he had a front wing damage. Gravedigger is out. He's not going to be happy at all. Obviously we'll see how he has done that later on. HG has pitted. Actually, here's a thing. From that camera angle, he doesn't have much of a front wing actually, HLG. So, yeah, anyway, as Matty GB is now up the back of Baz, and Ryan has made his way through past Baz off camera there. Should have kept it on the intervals. But Skyline is up now into 4th place past Baz. Obviously, Baz had a very good start, dropping back a little bit. As we're already on lap 8 of this Grand Prix, 35 laps of this, and obviously the rain could ease off as Matty had a good drive out the final chicane into turn 1. Has a look, was nowhere near enough, but Baz didn't give him the room. Sort of compromised himself into turn 2. All of them just letting the back end slide out. But yeah, frantic stuff already in these conditions. As yeah, Hober has actually disconnected, so that his car is just trundling around at the moment. And oh, I thought that was a car going straight into Matty GB there. That's going to be quite interesting. Bloodlines, meantime, obviously on fresh tyres, has set the fastest lap of the race. He's down in 13. So, obviously he wants to get, well, any points out of this. He's obviously got caught up in something at the start of the race.
Gonna have to wait for a few crashes to break those safety cars, so...
Indeed, and feel like a long race for him as Jake Piper and Bossman seem to be having a good battle for 9th and 10. Jake Piper, I think, has just got past Bossman for 9th place. The Bossman's going to get a good run out of the hairpin, I think. Let's have a look. He's right up the DRS as HG has got past Guy Cunnington for 11th. Obviously trying to recover from whatever he had. As Bossman is having a look up on the inside into the final chicane. This could be close. No, he backs out of it. Very good. As HLG has got past Guy. The guy had a very good start to this, but he's definitely got some pace about him, but been caught out in these conditions and he's back down. Still could get points, but out of it. So the closest battle really is Baz and Matty for 5th place at the moment.
There's some people like me that's not as comfortable in the rain as they are in the dry. And then you've got people that could be the opposite, so I think Baz has done well normally because he's normally qualified well. Just around in the top 10, so he's doing a really good job so far.
Definitely, but let's go back up to the leader. And we haven't really seen much of him because, well, he seems to be in control. It seems to be the thing of any driver this season in GP2 that gets to the front, seems to control the race. Frantic the gap was about 1.7, 1.8. It's now gone up to 2.2 at the end of that lap. So we'll tell they are actually streaks ahead of Master Gog, who's 3rd. He's just running his own race. 14 seconds in front, running on lap 10. So these two just flying away. But any mistake from Bultel and Frantique is going to be capitalised on that. But I think after take 1 of this race, where Frantique, well, T-boned into the side of Bultel, I don't think Bultel's going to be very
best pleased about it.
No, I know, and I think if Frantique gets anywhere near him, he's going to shut the door. So we'll see how that happens if Frantique can get close enough.
I feel Patel could be another.
Oh, Matty again on the inside. Matty again on the inside of Baz. These two are absolutely in a ding-dong battle, and there was contact. but he is through back into 5th place. This battle is not over at all.
Red lights up
As
to
a
11th now, so he's got to get back into the points.
Yeah, HLG has made his way into 10th. I mean, obviously, if everybody in front of HLG has to pit full wet tyres, because these wet tyres, they can go the whole distance, but they do sort of drop off towards the end if you plan not to make a stop. I mean, it can be possible, but if you make the stop and everyone else does have to pit, I mean, if the rain eases off, obviously, then that might mean something. Although saying that, if Ryan set the weather to full wet, which I believe he did, that's going to stay full wet. So that's the slight problem with this.
Yeah. I think you can get all the way to the end, but I would probably make a pit stop just to be careful, because when you've got warm tyres around here, you can easily lose it and crash it forward and go out. So I still think everybody's going to make more pit stop.
Yeah, Bossman was trying to retaliate against HLG, who's now moved himself up into 9th place. So he's kind of put his pit stop behind him, is now on his way. There's Floodlines now in 11th place.
Did just see what HLG does, because he said he does feel that he's quicker in the rain. And he's worked his way up quite nicely at the moment.
Indeed. Autel with a 2-second gap at the moment over Frantique. I mean, obviously, it could come down to who has the least penalties, or who does have penalties and who doesn't. It's unfortunate it has to come to that, but that's the way it is with this track. Although would you say, Craig, because it's wet weather, we won't get as many because you're going slower? Or is it just
I would
difficult?
say that. I would say that because you're going slower through the chicanes, and it makes it easier to avoid cutting the corner. And I think we'll get less penalties than you would in a dry race. But I won't be surprised if a few people get at least one penalty in this race. But Patel Frantique just seem to be in a league of their own, really, with Grog on his own, and there's going to be some interesting battles in the midfield, but I can't see the top two getting touched anyway.
Floodlines did set the fastest lap of the race at 24.5, which is pretty much identical to the top two, so I would definitely say if Floodlines weren't caught up and was with the top two, we would be having a good sort of freeway battle up there. But he still had to recover the race.
Yeah. He's just got to try and get as many points in this race, because every point counts. Reduce the pain as much as you can for this race.
Another driver that's got some good pace about him is Guy Cunnington, who's the only other driver in the 24s. You've got Krog 25s, Manny GP on the 25s as well. So all those 25-4 for HRG is up there. But Guy is another one who, without his troubles, would definitely be up there. He's made 2 stops already this race. As, oh man, he clambers his way. I was going to say clobbers, but that's not really a word, but clambers his way over the final chicane. And nearly hit the Wall of Champions at the end. Got away with that though.
Trying to spread out a little bit, really, like close battles at the moment.
Yeah, all seems to have calmed down a little bit, thank goodness. Very frantic stuff. In qualifying especially, and then we had take 1 of the race, which was ridiculous, and then take 2. Even the start of this race has been quite interesting. What it means is already the broadcast has gone at 54 minutes as Bossman went completely sideways through the second chicane. You're going to see a lot of that in this race, I think. Went completely sideways, held it though. He's still behind his teammate. So for HLG really, because he's pitted as well as Floodlines, I think if HLG can keep Floodlines behind him, I think that he'll count that as a good race. Because Floodlines is one of the, well, he's the championship leader coming into this race. So
It'd be a very good job. Like I say, championship leader, and HLG's definitely got pace, and I think he is catching up to Honey Badger as well. So,
Honey Badger is catching up to Joran though. Closest battle on track, a second between them.
He's doing well, because isn't Honey Badger another new driver as well?
Yes, he is. Floodline sets at 24.2, so he's definitely catching in on HLG now, only 1.4 seconds behind. So Floodline's, I think really for this race, it's damage limitation and see what he can get out of this.
For me, I've been trying to work together with HLG to help both each other work up the field. Because if things can be battling each other, it's going to be holding each other up.
And if Matty GB is now close to Skyline, but definitely keep on this battle with Honey Badger and Joran. Honey Badger looks to be the faster of the two, as Bulltail has now pitted. Yeah, Bulltail's pitted, but does he still stay in second place? The gap that he has over Krog in third place is literally by himself, to be honest. As Honey Badger gets into the pits. I love that name, Honey Badger. It's brilliant. It's actually brilliant. And he's now going to have into the slipstream, which doesn't really work in this game, but he's gaining a little bit. As that camera doesn't really work, but we go back onto here. Can he get this stopped in time? And Joran? No. I mean, obviously, as I said, with HLG and Floodlines pitted, these two haven't. Honey Badger and Joran. They haven't pitted, so obviously if they're going to, they're going to lose positions to the guys behind who are on the fresher tyres, just absolutely flying.
And actually quite noticeably, Patel's kept second place. So
He has.
The gap very fast.
That was such the gap that they had, as Honey Badger now is putting Joran under a lot of pressure. Oh, completely sliding around the right hand, who dives up on the inside. It's good. They both keep each other room. Slight rubbing of tyres. Nice race between the pair of them. But Honey Badger again, he seems to have the pace here. Just trying to find a way through. Oh, that's going to be a brave move. Brave move up on the inside. Oh, John tries to keep in position and again gets back through. I mean, it's racing between these two. It's slight contact, but here we go. And it's Honey Badger again up on the inside. I thought he mistimed his brakes a little bit, but he got that absolute spot on and he's through.
HLG's going to outrun on very quickly as well.
Yeah, he's seen this battle, but the problem he's going to be is going to be the drag down to the final chicane. And this could be quite interesting. Can he get it stopped? Who's going to be the last of the late breakers? They're still side by side of each other. How on earth did they fit each other through? Floodlines capitalizes and he's through as well. Brilliant stuff. I thought they were going to be both in the wall.
Yeah, I thought there was the collision there because there was no car exactly in front. They were basically still side by side. The fair play to those, they did well to get out of the situation.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the major difference between 2016 and 2017. 2016, you couldn't even do that. So,
oh yeah, some people would have like
great stuff.
In the last game.
Right, I'm going to wait for that battle because Matty GB is now pressurising Ryan for fourth place. It's yeah, the battle down to the end of the points. Raid is on.
I'm going to keep
the question is,
so
the question is for Bulltail and Franti could obviously, without them two crashing, as Bulltail sets the fastest out 23.5. So that is going to be the question here. With Bulltail going so fast, if Franti pits now, he's going to be behind Bulltail. Can he actually keep these tyres to the very end of the race? It is possible, but you're going to be so slow.
Yeah, I think Patel will still catch it by the end of the race, though, in my opinion. And by the time Patel gets to the back of front, he's going to have not much grip at all, and it'll just be easy picking. The majority in the pits, actually, so he's coming in just to fetch wet tyres.
Yeah, for Bulltail, he's going to have to catch Antique at nearly a second. Nearly a second lap if he catches him.
He's 14, he's already down 12 already. So he's only 14 seconds on him.
And GP meantime getting ever so close. So look how close he is to the back of Skyline. 2 tenths it says. I don't think it's that. But got right up the back of Skyline. Yeah, Frantic is in, so there's the answer.
Everybody would have made a pit stop, surely.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think anybody would try it if everyone is pretty much doing the same thing. Floodlines and HRG are right up the back of Honey Badger, apparently.
Oh, he's got a tap Honey Badger a little bit there. Oh, it's that close.
Ryan Pitts. And interestingly, Krog has actually gone into second place ahead of Frantique.
I still feel he'll come in. I can't see him stay up the whole race.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the back of this battle here. You got Floodlines on the butt. Whoa! Interesting lag on Floodlines. The back end of his car just jumped up.
Yeah, something weird happened there.
Right, here we go. Here's the battle right now. HRG right at the back of Honey Badger. This is one of the more experienced drivers in ATA against one of the new drivers of Honey Badger, and Jake Piper has spun it into the wall.
Oh yeah, there's the Sauber off.
Yeah, Alba's not having a good time.
No.
Tear face.
But Red Bull is.
The Sauber team owner.
But Red Bull is.
Yes, indeed. He's still in the race, Jake, but he spun it into the wall.
Quite easy to lose it there though in the rain. It's not the easiest couple of corners.
Yeah, very much, and it's just in these conditions. I mean, obviously you would say, what would any of these do in the dry? Would be still quite interesting to see.
Well, that's what I mean, like a lot of us mainly just practice drive. We don't do a lot of practice. And, did he actually crash?
Check has retired. Yep. So we are officially. So we are officially down to 12 drivers now. Guy Cunnington is the one in 12th place. It does say Hobo's still going around, but he's disconnected and he's not joined back. And Floodlines has actually made a second pit stop. So I don't know what's happened there.
He must have damage.
He might have had damage.
Yeah,
oh, and Honey Badger's gone. Honey Badger's gone with Fernando Alonso in 2007, I think it was, and gone straight on turn 1. HLG's going to be with him. I pressed the wrong button, and HLG's through. Capitalise on the mistake. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, a little bit cautious with the low right hand, and Honey Badger is still right with him, but yeah, nice little reference. Fernando Alonso, turn 1, 2007, just could not find his brakes at all. I think about 4 times in that race, and Honey Badger did exactly the same thing.
For me, is the timing right, or has Frantic made a big mistake? It's like 14 seconds behind the tail now.
Yeah, that is a big gap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see if it changes over the line. It might be that Frantic has had damage. As it crosses the line. Yeah, it's 13 seconds.
But yeah, because he's only what, 2 seconds behind the tail for the target is? I know he would have got about a couple of seconds under that, but he must have made a mistake somewhere that we haven't seen.
Where is Balltail on the track? No, that's not 12. That's not 12 seconds.
Oh, we got
don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it's Honey Badger Piss.
That could be.
No, it is 12 seconds, isn't it? Where on earth has he lost that time?
He must have made a mistake, surely, somewhere.
Meantime, Krog on the fresh tyres. Baz, I don't think has pits in. 2 Red Bulls.
No,
hang on. Christian Horner.
Well.
Christian Horner was a little bit twitchy there. I think the 2 Red Bulls interlocking tyres with that chicane. That could be interesting. Craig.
She has come out ahead on floodlights. It's just doing a power. Yeah, I don't want the Red Bull guys taking each other out. I will be able to win with both of them after the race.
Still half a second between them, you never know. Where is Baz actually? No, Krog is just going to pull away.
Actually, collectors now got stuff into the voice now, everybody's been getting, so...
Yeah, and of course I think he's already pitted twice, so he shouldn't have any trouble in pitting again, as Floodlines is I don't know, I definitely think it's damage limitation at this. He got caught out. Honey Badger slight moving in the braking zone by him. Nothing major, but there as Guy Cunnington is now behind Joran. In our 9th place.
Joran seems to be defended a lot in this race. That's one of the sayings behind it. And now he's got another one.
Indeed he is. Let's see what Guy Cunnington can do. Oh, Joran, he's there. Oh. That was interesting. I think Joran was still defending, even though Cunnington was in the inside there.
I don't think Cunnington had the whole inside though. It was a bit brave to go down inside there. Oh, he was getting in front of the car.
I don't think Cunnington can see him. Does Joran look to you stable? As in he's lagging massively?
No, it's not.
Maybe for us.
No, it's not lagging for me. There was a little bit of lag, but it was big, so it kind of goes through.
He's going very slow.
Yeah.
It's very suspicious. The guy is absolutely all over him. Joran again defending on the inside massively. Gets the car stopped in time. Well, Joran is known for his defensive stance, but this is really massive, and Honey Badger is under pressure from Floodlines behind. Let's see what Guy can do. He still cannot find a way through. This is frustrating. Frustrating for me, because I want him to find a way through.
Especially when the slipstream is like nothing on this game.
Oh, that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
Oh, but that was like the fence. Yeah, with the Mercedes.
Now that's a Haas. That's the Haas behind.
Oh.
Haas behind a Bunny Badger.
Oh, wow,
that was.
Mercedes.
I have to say, that was an absolutely brilliant move from Guy Cunnington. Absolutely brilliant. This went slow in for the corner and Joran again. Oh, there's massive contact between the pair of them. And Floodlines is going to make his way through as well. Oh, Joran. He's paused it, I think.
Yeah.
He's paused it.
Please gonna record that.
Probably you did. But in all that, Guy Cunnington's now in 9th place. So,
yeah, he had a much better line than the last stage than Joran. Was able to speak.
Yeah, because John was defending. John was defending, and it's sort of like a massively different line, as you said.
Now,
it's went so
trying to defend from front lines. There's so much battle going on now.
I have to say, one driver that is impressing me this race, considering the position he was in before this race started, and that is Baz.
He's done really well, but he hasn't made a pit stop yet, but he's doing really well where he is.
You know he's on 2 points.
As well.
You know he's on 2 points going into this race. As Floodlines goes up the inside of Honey Badger. Honey Badger gives in the room. Nice clean move. Good stuff.
Good stuff between them. Chelsea now. He's closed up on Baz quite quickly.
Yeah, has Baz not pitted? No, he hasn't. Him and Bossman haven't pitted yet.
Do you think he's going to go all the way to the end without making a pit stop?
It's got to the point there's where if you pit now, he's going to drop way back, so you might as well stay out. And he might as well, because he's got 4 seconds behind to Skyline, and he's got another 2 to Matty, and he's got another 14 to Bossman. So
I think
you
he
might
would
as well
come out ahead of Bossman, because this is a very short pit lane as well. So I think he would come out in 7th place, I think.
It is only another 10 laps, so...
Yeah, he's gone past halfway mark now, so you think he would have been in by now? Because if it was me, I would get halfway through the race. Make it, a split race of 2 different tyres. But we'll have to see. But I can't see him holding HLG out for too long. uses all the much stretcher
Yeah,
tyres.
definitely not. Definitely not.
The fair play boss, man. He's in the points. But it's normally been struggling as well, so...
Yeah, Bossman is another one. He's only on 7 points so far. He's just been chipping away at his points total up into this race.
The guy kind of
I mean, he's
close up the Bossman quite quickly as well now.
Yeah, HLG, you can just see the grip change that he has over Baz. He's going to go to open the inline, but Baz takes a very defensive line into the final chicane. HLG's got to watch it because Baz is going to come right back across, which he can do because he was just trying to make the corner, but you can just see the grip difference. There's a guy has got past Flood. They're battling between each other as HLG is up on the inside of Baz. No, can't find a way through. That's the experience for you. HLG is just biding his time. He knows he's got a better grip. But rather than risking it into turn 1 with potential contact, he's through as Floodlines has now moved his way past Guy into 9th place. So that battle's still going on. They're catching Bossman massively, as you say.
That's
They cross the line.
Bossman already.
Oh, that's teammates though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Team orders.
Yeah.
Ah, even in the game we can't avoid team orders.
And
Honeybird just got past Guy. Oh no,
hopefully,
no.
hopefully he can get back in. He's in right back in today.
Can you see if you can?
I'm not friends with him, but hopefully I can find him on most
Race
recent
director
players.
and all that. That's a shame. That's a real shame for Guy. I mean, obviously he gets back in, but he's just dropping time every second he's not in.
While I'm here, I'm going to check all penalties and all that.
Just don't mention all of them. Just say.
I'm just looking for the top guys. Well, Vitel's got 2 penalties. Francie kind of stop and go. That's why he's so far back.
Oh. Why did he have a stop and go?
Apparently. He's had 2 stop and goes. Lap 8 and lap 11.
What for?
And he's got, it doesn't say, he's just stop and go, because he's got 3 penalties as well. Master Frog has got no penalties. Baz has got 1.
Guy Cunnington speeding in the pit lane.
HLG's got, I need to look at incidents, so I need to have a look.
There is a lot, has to be said. There is quite a bit. Guy Cunnington has gone back in.
Yeah, Honey Badger had a stop go as well for student traffic limits, it says.
Yeah, it's just one of those. If you keep going, then if you keep doing it, it just racks up and racks up. It's just the way it is with this track. It's always going to be decided. So the position changes could be quite a lot.
It says manages to stop goes. A few people stop goes. Wow. So at the moment, I'm trying to see what's the gap between Frantic and Master Frog. Oh, it's massive. It doesn't matter. Okay, no, I've seen that. Because
2 seconds actually.
Frantic's got 9 seconds worth of penalties, and Frog's got 2 warnings. So yeah, no matter.
Oh, Frog has. Frog doesn't have a penalty, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, Baz has got 1, and I think HLGRC's got 1, so they're both battling for 4th.
That could promote Skyline into 4th.
Where's Skyline and that come from? They're quite up with it now as well.
Well, I think it's Baz is tie. Let's see on your brakes. Alan keeps on getting rear-ended today by the looks of it. Won't be enjoying that too much as yeah, Baz is definitely not pitting. Definitely not pitting again. Because definitely got to a point. I mean, almost coming up to lap 29 of this race. We've only got 6 laps to go. Can he hang on to potentially a 4th place? But obviously the positions are going to be changed quite a bit by the sounds of it. But obviously this is going to be down to pride if he does have quite a few. And of course, it could leave Ryan and Matty battling for 4th place, which would be good solid points. I mean, for Baz, even if he drops back to say 7th, I mean, he is best position so far in this league.
Like I said, I only check penalties up to HLG, so I don't know what the
yeah, don't worry about it. We'll see at the end. We'll see at the end how it comes through. I mean, obviously it's quite some time. Oh, it's HLG. It's got to be so careful. That corner.
Got to be getting frustrated though, because he must know that Skyline and Matty G are closing up. You know he's got to get past Baz.
And Matty is now on the inside of Ryan. Nice camera angle. Wanted to see side by side, but let's see if they can get the room. Ryan's leaving in the room. Goes over the curbs. Just okay, I think, in the track limits there, but he stays in the 6th place. He wants to keep hold of it. Right, so we have a little bit of a breather as HLG again is going to is trying to find a way through. Hotel leads this race by just over 10 seconds from Frantique. He's been leading this race quite comfortably since the start, and seems to be on course for the victory. But although Frantique is catching gradually, but I don't think there's enough time left for Frantique to catch. Master Krog has literally been in the race by himself all day long, apart from slight battles with his teammates. 24 seconds, 25 seconds behind the 2 leaders, and he's 8 seconds ahead of this battle going on for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. As the 2 Williams who have been locked together, and Skyline who seems to be in the middle of it. So that's them. Floodlines has now moved his way up into 8th place, so 4 points is something, but he's been in the wars. Well, Frantique was last race, so this is Floodlines' turn. And in terms of championship, that will make things a lot more closer between the pair of them. Honey Badger on his debuts in 9th. Yes, it would. Honey Badger in 9th place, Bossman in 10th. As HLG has flown it up on the inside.
Oh wow.
That's definitely.
I told you he's getting frustrated. Top God,
yeah, and he's made a dive, and that's now put him under massive pressure from Skyline. No team orders here. They are friends, but Ryan wants that position back. He wants a position back. He wants a position. He wants to win the war between himself and the 2 Williams, it seems.
Yeah, he's stuck in a winning sandwich at the moment.
Indeed. Yeah, it has to be noted that of the new drivers here, I mean, all 3 of them are done quite respectable. They haven't done any trouble, so that's good. We'll see him next week, that's for certain. But Honey Badger, in terms of performance, yeah, definitely. In terms of performance, Honey Badger is the only one in the point, so he's in 9th. As this battle is just getting a little bit ridiculous, there's a little bit of a jump there from lag.
Yeah, he's going to drop back a little bit.
Yeah, he has, but he's definitely going to catch him up, because this is now a train. There's a 4-way train behind Baz.
I want this to last the end of the race. This is a great battle.
Let's hope it doesn't end in tears. But yeah, and in the last points position at the moment is Bossman, but you've got Joran who's 6 tenths behind, so that could be an interesting battle there. But with this one, because this is the closest and highest up battle. I mean, I'm still going to give credit to Guy. He's still trundling round. He's 14 seconds behind everyone else, but he's still trundling round. So
yeah,
at least he's finishing the race.
Because we know Guy's got the pace. We saw it in the first one in the dry corner. We know he's got the pace.
Oh, HLG scraped the wall. He scraped.
Yeah, he scraped
the wall.
All the champions.
Oh, and Ryan has the inside contact made. Contact made between the pair of them. Matty's gone on the inside. Matty's on the inside. Oh, just enough room between the pair of them. Matty's still there. Ryan is sideways. Just keeps hold of it.
I think Guy Collins lost it in the lap because the two Mercedes on the grass when they ran the first corner.
Yeah, and they're still going at it. 1-3, 1-4 combined. Oh, goodness me.
What about?
Yeah, but what that squabbling between Matty and Ryan has done is given HRG just a little bit of a breather to keep on attacking Baz. Who, by the way, is still fourth.
Not made a pit stop, it still stays ahead of all these guys. Come on, Baz.
Indeed. And I've just noticed at the corner of my eye, Frantiga's just dropped the gap to 6 seconds. Bulltail's made a massive mistake somewhere.
Wow. Has he got... Surely he's not going to capture the time.
He's got damage on his front wing.
Has he?
Yeah, he's got half a front wing left.
Oh wow!
Bulltail has no front.
I can't see it very well.
It's lap 32 or 35.
Surely not. Surely won't happen.
I don't think. I mean, he has. He may have lapped a few people. He may have got some damage from doing that because yeah, he's missing half a wing, and Frantiga's catching him. As Frontline sets the fastest lap of the race.
Well, I'll have to keep going back that very carefully.
Yeah, I think he may have enough, but obviously if he's got damage, he's losing, well, it looks to me, half a second a lap, maybe even more. We'll keep an eye on it.
The Magnitude's got Skyline, I didn't see that, but Skyline's down to 7th place.
Yeah, he was ahead after their little squabble. Well,
so,
big squabble actually.
So what's going to happen now between the two Williams cars? This is getting interesting.
There's Manny GB'd again right before.
You're up the fresh tyres as well, because actually coming very early.
Indeed. Oh, and he's giving a lunge. Oh, don't make contact with your teammate. There's a Mercedes on the outside as well. So he gets out of the way very nicely. Well done. But, well, this is the problem for Maddie. He's under pressure from Ryan. You got a teammate in front of you who's tried to get past Baz and is not doing so. It's like the Force India thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Matty GB's faster, but he can't find a way through.
But all of this is helping Baz actually put a bit of a gap now.
And all this is helping Ryan stick his nose in again. Here we go. Keep going. The gap is down again as Ryan ducks up on the inside.
Yeah,
and he's got it.
He slid. He lost the traction around the corner.
The gap is now down to 5.8 seconds. I think Bulltail may just about have enough in this pocket as Maddie. These two. Oh, this doesn't end in tears. Oh my god, Maddie! Ryan slid to the left and Maddie an absolute undercut. And he's through. Oh, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. That's brilliant. Oh no, he's...
Oh, hang on.
He lost it. He mistimed his brakes over the chicane and he's lost the position, so that great move has come to nothing. Oh my god, I'm getting a headache. I need some water. This race has been brilliant. Lead gap still 5.5 seconds. I think Bulltail's just about got it.
Yeah, I think I have it. I don't know if any of them got more penalties since the last set, but I think they're going to go down to that.
Yeah, but he's still got a bit of a lap to go.
And
Joe is still... Joe in meantime is 2 tenths behind Bossman. We want to look at that for the final point, but this battle is still raging between Baz. I've got to hand it to Baz. Very good defending. He has not made a pit stop, and he's there.
What's helped in this is just giving people battling. That's what really helps them out.
It's almost like they're saying to each other, "I want to have a go at Joe, at Baz. I mean, not Joe.
Yeah.
I want to have a go at Baz. Now let me have a go. I can pass him." I think HRG's had enough times to try and pass Baz. Give him another go as Ryan looks up at the inside wall. But this is allowing Matty again to catch back up.
Oh, I can see it's suddenly tears on the last lap.
Well do as Ryan on the hairpin, he's flown it, he's missed, no, he's done the dive like HRG did. They make contact on the outside.
Well, I think Skyler's got the traction out the hairpin, he's got it, surely.
They still do. It's still good that this might end in tears in the final lap, but it's given Baz like half a second breather as they go through. I mean, unfortunately, it might be decided by penalties. And Matty GP again. Matty GP again. He's faster, and he can't get by his teammate. Ridiculous. Yellow flags are set to 1. The lead, meantime, I need to cut to the leader because Bulltail, his gap has gone down to 4.5. He's definitely got damage. He's definitely got damage, but I believe as long as he gets through this final corner, he can get through. I mean, obviously he got taken up by Frantic in take 1 of this race.
Oh, mate, he's got done into the HLG, it's through. Oh my god, places change all the time.
Indeed, but Bulltail takes the victory. I hope he does keep it. I believe he has, because otherwise the positions would have changed. So Bulltail wins the race. A bit of drama at the end. He had damage. I mean, you may say where he got that from, but he takes the victory with Frantic in 2nd place. Krog is going to get home in 3rd.
Diving down the inside of Baz there. What's the wall there? There could be trouble there. Oh, I don't know about that.
We'll view that at the end, but it's meant Ryan is through into 4th place. Matty GP is through as well. Baz has unfortunately lost 2 positions into the final chicane. He goes. Can HLG get a good run out of there to get the position back? No, he cannot. So Projects gets 3rd, Ryan 4th. Does the position change? Yes, it does, because Baz has actually got 4th.
4th anyway, right? That's
yes, it does.
I felt Ryan did go a bit of a
wait,
lunge.
Floodlines.
Oh,
Floodlines got it. What?
Matty must have got a really loads of penalties. Surely.
He was right with them. He was not far behind.
Really? Wow.
I completely missed that.
They were holding each other that much. Floodlines put up that quickly.
Oh, the AI cars have connected there.
Wow. Oh yes.
Oh my god, I'm lost. I'm completely lost.
That is just as good or even better than Bahrain was for those battles, but
for very different reasons, because there were so many of them. It was hard to look at the battles. But Bulltail, there we go. The race victory goes to him in the Mercedes.
Yeah,
I think that's actually the first time.
Penalty. Yeah, Frantic had a 22-second penalty. All his stock goes.
Oh god. Oh my word. So obviously we'll have a look at that.
Penalties are cool. Fair play to Frog.
Yeah, indeed. Wow. So there we go. Oh Jesus, 22 seconds. Blimey. So with all that penalties.
It's gone at 15 seconds. So
yes.
The lower 4th and finishing 8th. Wow.
Ridiculous, but that's just the way it goes in this track. So
bottom had it about 22 and 24 second penalties.
Yeah, indeed. Messages are flying in, so the opinions are flying in as well. But Bulltail takes the win. Frantic 2nd, Krog 3rd, Baz 4th, HLG 5th. Floodlines, what must have happened is, as you said, they were holding each other up so much, and we completely missed the fact that Floodlines was lying up to the back of them, and he got 6th after all that.
At the end, it's
my word.
Damage limitation, really. He's got some decent points out of that race after all that.
I think that's actually a very good damage limitation race, considering he was 13th, 14th after lap 5, I think.
Yeah.
He makes his way through. But we need to get the front 3 to the podium. So we can interview this. I got a headache.
Well, make sure you get some water or something after this race.
I definitely need that.
We enjoyed the
battle, headache now.
In the midfield, right? Yeah.
Where's this Frantic and Bulltail? Where's the other one? Krog. There we go.
Wow, what a race that
I didn't know where to look.
Baz did a great job. Oh, Toro Rosso.
Alright.
Gone to the Toro Rosso.
Or Rosso, you mean? No?
No.
It's half of a wing from what I saw in there.
No, we were too focused on the battles with the Williamses and the Red Bull and Skyline and all that. I want to. You won the race anyway, so you're happy.
Where's Frantique? Come on. Bultel, can you invite your friend, please?
Well, Croc, you and Baz got 3 and 4 for Red Bull. I'm happy with that tonight. He made like 2 pit stops as well. So.
Right, we're joining Frantique's by.
Okay.
He can't join this one for some reason. We'll join his. Hello. Put a tick next to your name, please.
Yep.
Just wait for the others. Right, where's Craig? Come on. Never mind. Right, there we go. We had to change parties. That pretty much sums up this evening. It's been all over the place, but we eventually got down to it. And when we did, that was a pretty good race. I mean, it didn't have its issues, obviously, and I'm being bombarded by the messages in the chat from all their opinions. But hey, at the end of it all, we came to the end of the race, and in terms of excitement, that was probably better than Bahrain, but...
Oh, no.
As I said, at the end of it all, we come to a Bultel with the win, and I believe that is your first win this season, am I right?
No, that is my first win, yeah. It is my first win.
Yes, because you got second in China, I believe, in your first race.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yes. That's why I thought maybe you had a win elsewhere, but yes, your first win, obviously your first win for Mercedes. I believe I'm saying that, but yeah, in complete command in that race. I mean, as you said, you got taken out in the first take of the race, and you got taken out in the second take of the race. So you've had your damage, you've had your bumper cars, but compose yourself, and that's good. And even despite having I saw half a front wing in the last couple of laps. But again, you compose yourself even after all that, and come through to take the victory. So you must be very happy with that.
No, yeah, I'm very happy. Half a wing for that. Well, it was orange for the whole race, and then it went orange and red after the incident with Joran with 2 laps to go. So yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Definitely. I mean, you were on 43 points going into this race. This win does sort of haul yourself into the top 5 of the championship. Do you think you can push on from there and challenge your best mate Frantique, and even Floodlines in there, because Floodlines had a shaky race?
I hope so. But I didn't get no points for Bahrain, and I thought I should have won Bahrain. So, tough. Long way to go.
Definitely a long way to go. It's another 15 races, I think it is, or maybe it's less than that.
Including
it's
Russia,
less than that,
yeah.
but
there were 14.
It's about 13, 14. But yeah, long way to go. So you can still pull yourself into this championship battle, which I think you will if you string a load of good results together. But for now, enjoy your race victory. As we move on to Frantique. And Frantique, I said at the start of this race, that you had a, well, shaky by your high standards race in Monaco. Still came away with some decent points in 5th. So, but you needed to have a good race against Floodlines. And with Floodlines, with his problems this week, you yourself are now come home with 2nd place with a good performance. Yes, so definitely you must be happy with that, gaining some points on your, well, early championship rival.
Well, I'm happy where Floodlines finish, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not overly happy with 2nd place. I'd rather.
Yay! People connecting.
There we go.
And we're back.
Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, I would have preferred Floodlines. No, I was happy with Floodlines finishing where he did, but I would have preferred getting the race win today. So, but I can't complain about P2. I got a bit unlucky during the pit stop. I got a stop and go penalty for no reason. I didn't speed in the pit lane, so I was in the pit, stuck in the pits for like 15 seconds. That has to do with front wing and obviously the stop go. So it could have been a more exciting race between me and Boltel, but a bit unfortunate there.
Indeed. But yes, in take 1 of the race, I mean, obviously, when we put this up on YouTube, we will actually we may cut it because we did last time. Some people may not see what a pink Force India did in turn 1, but we'll put that to one side because obviously that doesn't count. But going into next week's race, which I believe is Baku, another street circuit similar to Monaco, but obviously a lot faster. What do you think your chances are going into that one?
So what race is it?
Baku, I think.
Azerbaijan. No.
Yeah,
is
Azerbaijan.
It? Or is
Baku.
it Austria?
It's
Azerbaijan.
It's Baku next.
Baku's after Austria.
Yeah.
No, other way around. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
I can check. I'm checking now.
Azerbaijan.
No.
Azerbaijan.
It's definitely Baku. It's definitely Baku. I'm sure, Canada.
I know
I was getting
right.
excited.
Don't confuse
Getting
me, guys.
excited then for Austria.
Right, so yeah, Baku obviously is the next circuit. I mean, guys who are watching the stream, you can see it now. That's where we're going to next, the castle section. It's a lot more fast, obviously a lot more faster than Monaco, but still another street circuit. What do you think your chances are going into that one?
I'm not too sure really, because I've only ever raced that track a few times, so I'm not too sure. I'll obviously be hoping for at least a podium, but we'll see what happens. I have to practice this week, see what lap times I can get.
Indeed, but enjoy your 2nd place podium. Back on the podium after last week's Monaco Grand Prix. Also, back on the podium after a great 2nd place in Monaco, where he came away with 20 points with the fastest lap on pole. Master Grog. Obviously, during that race, the front 2 were just too quick, and you were in a race by yourself. But a good, solid 3rd place with your teammate a few times, which got your team owner Christian Horner a little bit skittish, I must admit. A bit of contact between you two, but still came through 3rd place, and with Babs bringing home some points. It's good stuff for your constructors.
Yeah, it was a good race. I mean, I just didn't have the pace of the front 2. They were just insane in the wet. I'm not that quick in the wet. I prefer the dry, especially around Montreal. But yeah, it was a good race. Got a bit hairy with Baz a couple of times. But on my screen, I never actually touched him. I just passed him at the same point every time.
Interlocking tyres.
Ah, I see. I'll have to watch that back then. No, but it's with Floodlines finishing where he did. It's really thrown this championship wide open, because I believe there's 5-6 drivers that can go on to win it. it's really getting quite close at the top.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, commiserations to Gravedigger, who's still in that sort of top 5 fight and came away with 0 points today. But obviously, he will be back. But as you said, yeah, it definitely closes things up. I mean, doing my maths, I mean, Floodline still has the lead, but I think it might be 20 points between 4 drivers at the top, so it definitely is an up, which is what we want to see, which is great. But yes, thank you, Krog, Frantic, and Bulltail. Thank you for your opinions on that race.
Thank you very much.
We got there eventually, 100 minutes in the stream. Thank you very much. As mentioned, the next track for GP2 in 88 is going to be Azerbaijan, the Baku City Circuit, I nearly said something else there.
Baku City Circuit.
Yes. Yes, that will be the race for GP2. But before then, we have the F1 division with myself, Craig, new championship leader Digital after a great race in Monaco. We'll see what they can get around the Canadian Grand Prix tomorrow. So make sure you join HLG, Speak of the Devil, and Fast part-time for that race tomorrow at 7 PM start time. So from everyone here, from myself and from Craig Senna, good evening to you and see you next time.